we're gonna react to Arcane had Jinx and V fighting for their lives. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched this. Yes, I know, I ain't watched it. I'm sorry. I'm late. I'm late to a lot of things. I know I ain't watch it, but look, yeah, we just gonna get right into it, okay? I ain't get a chance to watch this. I don't even remember what this was about, but I ain't get a chance to watch it. So honestly, let's get right into it. By the way, this is from Blank Boy. Right.
Savika slash gut punch, right hook, eats a right, bop, weave.
Damn!
She's cooking, weaving, using her glove to flip up, then blocking 3 attacks into a weave, rib shot, and uppercut. Bro at the stadium, a ridiculous home run. She finna get drafted for sure. Jinx jumping up in the air and kneeing Vi right into the chin, getting blocked, weave, and getting gut punched. So Andy gets kidnapped and the gang pulls up to try and save him. They find him and are trying to free him from this Saw movie chair. But we seen those movies. You're not leaving with your arms unless you cut off your meat or something. That little nigga was insane. At that point, it's just like, you know what, bro? This trap not even that bad for real. Unfortunately, Silco's here though, with his goons ready to put a stop to this. Dudes be 37 and their ops be 17. The gang sees them and Vi doesn't care at all. She's ready to go scrap by herself.
Nigga, I get him up with any nigga on this earth, bro. I swear to God, I never been no coward.
Vi is clearly a tad bit out of her weight class here with this opponent. This guy's the size of 12 of hers. We've got a featherweight fighting a rod weight. This isn't a fair matchup. And even her opponent knows this.
Blake Boy is always making some funny ass rod wave joke, bro.
Puts them up ready to get to boxing and he gives her the Franklin Saint head tilting response. Imagine thinking you outclass someone so much you're confused why they even want to fight. That nigga Thanos must have been lost as hell. The random thug goes to stab Vi and she blocks it quick. So quick that before Batman could even come through and break his spleen for some information the nigga was gonna offer up anyways, she's able to land a right hook, making him levitate.
I believe I can fly.
She punched him so hard nearly sent him up to heaven to get rejected and land flat on his ass. Silco's seen enough. She just came through and Spider-Man uppercut an offensive lineman, so he doesn't risk it and sends the rest of them at her. For Vi to give them all belt to ass like she their pops. One of them broke the vase and her stimmy check still ain't hit. Now everybody getting whooped. Vi ducks her right and lands a left hook, weave, and dislocates bro's shoulder. Kneeing him, I eat those block. While she's fighting for her life right now versus Silco's henchmen, the others are trying to free Vander. But Milo's nervous, knees weak, arms are heavy. Dumbass gonna drop the keys. How you gonna drop the keys, man? You shouldn't have come if you can't handle the heat. Look at Vi, knocking niggas out, ready to fight more. But Vander doesn't want Vi to have to do this. He's fought Silco before and he's fiending for another shot.
We're just getting a taste of him. I'm like, I'm tired of getting the taste of him. I want the whole load.
Wait, was that Paul Pierce? Was that Paul Pierce saying that? Hey, yo, what the
surprisingly gets Milo to lock the fuck in. His whole demeanor changed. Went from his ass not a mechanic to freeing not one foot but both feet. Unfortunately, both arms are still locked and they're running out of time. But Vi is stalling with a double weave, getting choked out, kicking one, elbowing the other, throws his ass over the railing.
Out here.
I gotta know who the hell trained her, bro. Gotta be Mike Tyson.
Okay, listen, Vi, you got the right hook like this.
Throwing one off, weave, gut punch, landing a ridiculous right hook into the railing. They seen what she could do for some.
Did nobody just see that nigga just licking his whole... Look at that shit. Did he just lick his whole knife? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, chat. Shit, this heat made me relax days ago, bro. Dang, I can't even think straight.
Emerson still lining up. Next guy licking his knife like an anime villain. Niggas be fake demons. That shit isn't threatening to anyone. She weaves his jewel knife, catching it. I eat those, pushing her off and starts swinging crazy as Silco watches on like he's scouting for new talent. He's seeing a new prospect with great speed, strength, agility, perfect recruit to help rob and scam niggas.
Oh yeah,
he's so locked in, he's not even processing the fact that she out there spanking his crew. But eventually he snaps out of it and decides to really put her to the test. He whips out a small vial filled with Barney piss that they call Shimmer, offering it to bro right here, telling him it'll give him superpowers. Shaking my heads. Dudes really be fiends, taking whatever people offer. Lil bro's parents was telling him not to take things from strangers, and he was like,
"Suck my balls. You're that bitch."
Vi getting kicked while he getting ready to chug that bitch. She don't even realize what she got up next. Niggas be like, do they run the gauntlet? Krillin and then fucking Broly next. He starts drinking Thanos' sperm as she dodges a hammer not once but twice and lands a rib shot. Silco must have had this poor young man thinking the serum would turn him into Steve Rogers, but instead...
This nigga turned into a fucking hunchback from Notre Dame.
It's turning him into something hideous like Doomsday or Jordan 3s. Yeah, I said it.
Whoa. Blake! I know you ain't disrespecting the Jordan 3s like that. Come on.
I refuse to be silenced. I'm speaking my truth. Vi blocks the hammer and knocks his ass out, only to see her next opponent hitting shoulder moves looking like Michael Jackson in Thriller.
That dude look like a whole ass zombie, bro. That's crazy.
Fatigue is starting to set in too. Look at her, bro. She cannot do this all day. Not everyone got the super soldier stamina. Y'all pray for Peggy, dog. He starts walking down Vi. Thanos seed coming out of his mouth, throwing his own homie over the railing.
Damn.
He's really tweaked right now. And for whatever reason, Vi really thinks she got a chance. Zeus and Bilu signing up for a spelling bee type shit. She puts up her gloves ready to fight, running on the rails, jumping up into the air, only to get...
He's not even looking at her. Like, you know you about to get your ass beat when the guy you're supposed to fight ain't even looking at you. Like, paying him no mind. Look at her. Putting her all in this. Look at him. Looking at us like, is this bitch serious? Like, I know this bitch ain't serious. Like, you can already tell she about to get her ass beat.
Right. Man, I could have told you that was a bad idea. I could have also told you that cut was a bad idea. Just come to me next time. It's not looking good for Vi. Silco not trying to hear all that. Oh, it's our fight. This is between me and you, honor shit. Kids can get it too. No R. Kelly. No spawn camping. Vi is trying, but she gets slammed into the ground, losing her glove. And she said, yup, I've seen enough. Niggas told me this was a light mission. I was bamboozled. Don't worry, he don't bite ass mission.
This is like going on a mission with fucking Tanjiro. Shit, you gonna lose at least one limb. You're gonna have to fight for like 3 days and 3 nights like you're in a fucking One Piece. Like you're fighting Roger and Whitebeard. Like, gang, this is literally the average Demon Slayer arc. Fighting some niggas you shouldn't be.
I'm out of here. And she starts crawling towards the door while so much is happening, including an escape plan. This whole time, Clagger been digging at the wall to bust them out, and he's making progress while she hits them with the, guys, I think they found us, ass move. I'd be sick to my stomach. Luckily for her, it's a requirement that villains walk in slow motion, so she's able to crawl to the door and close it before he...
Yeah, why do villains always be walking so slow? Like, there's nothing, like, even wrong with them. They just walking slow for the dramatics. Like, gang, if you don't start fucking race walking and go catch that, whatever the fuck you run to, like, dang, bro, like, why? Like, that shit always pissed me off, bro. It made no sense to me.
He's able to get to her, locking her inside. And if you've seen the show, you know what happens next. So yeah, Savika is Silco's right-hand woman, and she's out here scamming.
Wait, I didn't see it though, so like, don't spoil it.
Before he's able to get to her, locking them inside. And if you've seen the show, you know what happens next.
Right.
So Savika is Silco's right-hand woman, and she's out here scamming niggas in cards. Probably told him that Rudy Gobert's 5 3-pointers made was a lock too. But she gets a rude awakening, cause Vi must have listened to that shit and lost mad bread, even knocking the blunt out her mouth. I don't smoke, but even I know that's not okay. Doesn't this mean that Savika's significant other is catching vicious strokes? Vi weaves her punch and lands a hook.
Wait, what the fuck?
Even knocking the blunt out her mouth. I don't smoke, but even I know that's not okay. Doesn't this mean...
Drop the blunt. Damn. I mean, shit, we going off by this then. Damn, all my friends got fucking cheated on. like, and we going off by this then, gang. All my friends got cheated on. Like, gang, like this happens. I've seen this so many times. If Modern Slang dropping the blunt has became a phase used as, like, gang, like I've seen this plenty of times, bro. Like, my friends must have all got.
That Savika's significant other is catching vicious strokes. Vi weaves her punch and lands a hook, grabs her ponytail and pins her against the wall. Tom Holland about to audition for the live-action role of Savika.
You some freaky ass nigga.
Vi holding her arm and looks down like,
what's all that movement back there?
Getting chin checked and then kicked onto the ground. That was spooky and made no sense. How the fuck her arm bent like that while behind her back?
What the fuck? That man was fucking dead. Ah!
She takes off the tarp to reveal her arm, and she's got an arm that the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes, would be super jealous
she got the Winter Soldier
because her
arm?
shit makes his look like it's made out of tinfoil, powered by Shimmer to give her super strength, and man, she's ready to go.
Oh,
Last time
damn.
we saw young Vi fight somebody using Shimmer, she was hitting the "please, I have ray gun, revive me." Savika tells her to get up, and they get to it, blocking 2 punches, weaving 2, and grabbing both arms, straight up deciding no more swinging for you, little bro. Just because she grew up and got the Justin Bieber lesbian era haircut doesn't mean you still not low bro. Savika starts headbutting her not once but twice, and then punches Vi in the gut against the wall. But back against the wall, literally and figuratively, Vi knows she's got a lock in. Dodges Savika's slash, gut punch, right hook, eats a right, bop, weave. She's cooking. Savika was there to see young Vi get beat up too, but this a whole different beast, same animal. Vi dodges Savika and lands a 3-piece combo, got her stumbling, landing a Superman punch.
I ain't never ever.
That's beautiful hands right there, gang. Let's do a replay on that. Come on, let's do a replay.
But this a
We
whole
need a
different
replay on that
beast,
one.
same animal. Vi dodges Savika and lands a 3-piece
Pow,
combo,
bang.
got her stumbling, landing a Superman punch.
Woo! Man, I love a Superman punch. I don't care who you are. I love a Superman punch.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. You get buckets. How you feel?
Bitch using PEDs, no shame whatsoever.
And then still fucking losing. All them PEDs still ass, gang. Like, how did that happen? Like, this is like being a 99 overall and still losing to a brown shirt in 2K. Like, gang, like, what's the fuck point of the enhancements? What the point of the enhancements if you still fucking sorry? Like, gang, you can't be spending $1 million on your build and having $5 skill, bro. Fuck! I almost had that shit too. But y'all got the point.
Pummel every dyke. Vi never stood a chance. Ellen next. Savika lifts up a barrel, punching it towards Vi, missing, but shoulder checks her and starts choking her out. And then hits Vi with some shit that your mom told you to stop doing to your little brother on the pillows. Grabbed her, turning her vertical, and slamming her into the ground, knocking the wind out of her. And she not even gonna get a quick 5-second chance to catch that shit back. Savika starts dragging Vi across the ground like trash, pressing her on the wall and starts burning her face with Shimmer. Crazy. Nah. I'm trying to imagine getting beat up by a junkie and that nigga slaps me in the face with a bag of crack. Vi knees her in the dick, takes 2 hands, slamming her on the back and lifts her up, throwing her into the They're both gassed at this point, but they
how are they both so strong?
Knowing that, so Vi thinks.
I mean, like, I understand, like, one has like the whole art thing, but like, how's the other one?
She's Steve Rogers talking about I could do this all day. And Savika's like, I bet, I got mad energy left in me too. Look at Vi's face. Oh shit, she really still trying to fight? But we quickly see who was lying and who really got some left in the tank. Cause Savika throws a tired ass left, landing 2 punches and slamming her head into the wall. Her brain scrambled like Floyd Mayweather, got her head ringing, and she goes in for another tired swing, getting blocked and slammed again, unloading the clip into her, and then another hook. These streets was always talking about Savika, the right-hand man of Silco, like she the big bad wolf. There must be 2 Savikas. Cause this Savika is getting put into the will you marry me position, getting grabbed and kneed into the air onto the ground. Savika tries to get up, but she in slow motion. And Vi is absolutely pissed, running up to her and drop kicking her through the wall. At this point, Savika is done. This fight is over, so she gotta get clever with it. So while she's on the ground, Vi goes to interrogate her.
What's up, my nigga?
Shit caught Vi so off guard that she wasn't even paying attention enough to still be able to protect herself for real, giving Savika her opening that she needed to be able to stab Vi and toss her off of her to the ground. At this point, Vi got caught lacking and is trying to crawl away in the revive me pose, but she's too slow. Savika walks her down, grabs her face, and readies to end her life, activating Shimmer. Vi had it in the bag, man. She was up 13 points with 30 seconds left, but I guess this bitch is Tracy McGrady. Savika goes to call GG, but her arm gets sniped off, destroying the entire thing in 1 hit. Luckily, her arm faker than kick viewer counts, so she'll be alright, but her head and the rest of her body is real. So when she looks up in this Gotham-looking ass alley and sees Caitlyn with a sniper, she knows there's only 2 options. Enter the afterlife to JFK asking, "You too, huh?" Or getting the hell up out of there, which is exactly what she does, getting the hell out of there. Her suit is taking damage, but ultimately, she gets away safely. So Echo pulls up to the bridge in order to face off against JINX, aka Powder, which is what he knew her as when they were little before this bitch went crazy and became evil. Echo is really that guy, and you know it because he got the mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the Echo guy. I think I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Morales Killmonger cut, but he did the impossible and made it look good. Inspiring versus put a shirt on, nigga. Echo is ready to fight her and get in his Chris Breezy bag, whipping out a stopwatch, just dangling it. Which confuses not only us as a viewer, but also confuses JINX just as much. But ultimately, she don't care. A stopwatch not about to make this nigga bulletproof. But Echo is like, I don't just have a stopwatch.
No, I packed that thing too. So
what he got? What he got?
Showing off his sword in the other hand, plus the stopwatch. And this shows.
Hold on. He about to do something cold with it. He about to do something cold with that stopwatch.
Just so ridiculously good at storytelling and pushing the narrative along. Shit that CW shows can't relate to. No good dialogue, no good CGI, no good writing, just pure authentic ass. Cause he
say it one more time for me. Say it one more time for me.
Narrative along, shit that CW shows can't relate to. No good dialogue, no good CGI, no good writing, just pure authentic ass. Cause he's continuing to swing the stopwatch back and forth as JINX gets into a stance like she about to throw a pitch. And this just got me confused, like what the fuck they got going on? These niggas about to scrap or test her 40-yard dash. But as it progresses, we see younger JINX, Powder. The stopwatch is just to illustrate the time him and JINX used to have their childhood play fights. They're visually representing his understanding of JINX's timing and predictable attack patterns. More specifically, he's timing to remember the 4-second window JINX used to hit him in the chest all the time. Since childhood, this nigga been getting spanked by JINX, dodging like Spider-Man and shit, and still being unable to dodge her shots, getting sniped in the chest. Luckily though, all those L's has given him all the knowledge he needed for this very moment. The flashback ends and he starts to stopwatch, dodging all of the shots and jumping up into the air. It's been 10 years and she still got the same tricks. Bitch been Kareem skyhooking from birth and never stopped. And that's got her in a position to get whacked, knocking the gun right out of her hand, landing a 2-piece combo.
Whoa!
I woke up Chris Breezy.
Echo said these hands is rated E for everyone. He starts pressing on her neck and the sword while she fights back, but he don't even got the heart to do it to her for real. After all, they used to be
he ain't got
in the sandbox together, splitting PB&Js, bullying the fat Iron Man fan, calling him Robert Brownie Jr.
Robert Brownie Jr.
But all that sentimental shit sold him because she takes the pin off the bomb and booms the both of them. This is what they get. They were some badass kids out here bullying that Iron Man fan, shaking my head. Y'all should have heard what they did to the fat kid when they found out he was a hip-hop fan. Nigga had to hear Playboy Cardi for weeks.
It is a tragedy. Wait, what happened?
Ribeye.
Alright, we
cost a fortune, huh?
It's an oldie thing. So I asked her to ask him to ask them to put me up for the job.
Peacock is the streaming home of Dogman.
This just in.
Where is Dogman anyway?
Let's do this.
Why say you touch that button, you?
Brooklyn and Queens, home to learners, creators, and leaders. We're here to keep them going strong. New York Presbyterian delivers the most babies in New York City and Westchester, has the most pediatric specialists, and cares for more hearts than any other top hospital in the nation. With over 130 locations across Brooklyn and Queens, and doctors from Weill Cornell Medicine, we cover all your family's health needs, bringing world-class healthcare close.
Alright, so we getting back to it, or... Alright, here we go.
So we see the chem tanks getting powered up with Shimmer, getting ready to cause havoc. Because for context, the nation is split in half, between the top half, which is Piltover, which is where the elites live, all dressed in nice clothes, and they even Uber Eats their Chipotle, got bands.
Alright, so this is pretty much where the people the motion was at, okay.
The bottom half is Zon, and that's the trenches, where Silco controls and got mad niggas hooked on Shimmer, basically your average NYC neighborhood. So Piltover's army has come to get Silco, and Silco's chem tanks are going to handle that. They basically got an army of Ironmans, just if the suits were powered by fucking crack. Young RDJ probably wouldn't have minded. The Piltover soldiers sense something, but they're Spidey senseless. Before they could even react, they're already getting knocked off the railing. And I mean, this is just a mismatch from the start. Piltover grew up soft, they think shit's sweet, sunshine and rainbows. They start blasting at the chem tanks, but they're getting eliminated in the blink of an eye, just straight cut down. They clearly did not come down to Zon prepared. How you gonna give them home court advantage with Darvin Ham coaching y'all?
Go hard on them dudes.
Like, gang, that's already a mismatch.
Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute. Be aggressive.
This soldier is shooting and loses his head while this one can't land a shot.
No!
And gets chopped down. While Zon may have Shimmer to power weapons like these suits or Savika's arm, Jace right here has developed Hex Tech for Piltover, which is essentially magic. So with all the Piltover soldiers toast, it just leaves Jace and his Hex Tech powered hammer to fend them off. Okay. But ultimately, what is magic gonna do when you're outnumbered? It's like Jaylen Brown said.
They the magic, but they know who really got the magic over here. No Harry Potter.
Jace is getting cornered, but luckily for him, his help is on the way, don't worry. He isn't the only one who got some Hex Tech in order to power up their weapons.
Okay.
We see last minute Vi comes through with her new gloves, rocking this nigga, powering it up, turning him into a meteor. Shit is crazy, Vi teaming with the ops just to get rid of Soko. These niggas in Piltover imprisoned her, and now she teaming with them, winking and shit. She KD'd them, and her Zon homies about to turn into Westbrook in this bitch. Man. Now it's just Vi and Jace with their Hex Tech.
Of course I switched up, bro. Of course.
Weapons versus chem tanks as Vi charges in.
We
get to see very quickly how magic beats Shimmer. Would have never guessed. Dr. Strange stomps Demi Lovato. Shocker. Jay starts swinging in weapons versus chem tanks as Vi charges in. And we get to see very quickly how magic beats Shimmer. Would have never guessed. Dr. Strange stomps Demi Lovato. Shocker.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it reminds me of like hockey being able to be, hockey being stronger than devil fruits. And I feel like, there's a lot of strong devil fruits, but I feel like hockey, as like we already seen, hockey could triumph all. So like it kind of relates to that, honestly.
Starts swinging his hammer, literally obliterating this guy, while Violet is on the other side of the bridge, running her ISO at the same time, landing a left hook, block, landing a punch, and face palms bro to the ground. Jace pulled up in the smooth criminal fit, but he not afraid to get that bitch dirty at all. Blocking not once but twice, smooth criminal literally destroys bro's ACL and then tosses him away. Whoever was in that chem tank, his hoop dreams are shattered. No wonder D-Rose hates the show. Jace gets into another 1v1, literally destroys bro's ACL
I wasn't looking for a second, hold on.
Whoever was in that chem tank, his hoop dreams are shattered. No wonder D-Rose hates the show. Jace gets into another 1v1 where they're going band for band until he's eventually able to pin his arm down. And that's the worst mistake bro could have made, because now it's really over. He tries to take out his knife, but it's just GG's. Jace doesn't even get a chance to catch his breath, drink some water, fix his pretty boy hairstyle. He instantly has to weave another attack, shortens his hammer, and blows them with an electric field. Clearly Shimmer and these homemade Iron Man suits aren't gonna win this fight, especially when Vi moving with this much sauce. Weaving, using her glove to flip up, then blocking three attacks rib shot and uppercut. Bro at the stadium, a ridiculous home run. She finna get drafted for sure. And she continues to show why Thanos coming for these gloves next, cause she grabs this tank stab attempt and straight cracks his sword. And it was in this moment he knew he fucked up. She kicks him away, block, body shots, uppercut, body shots, weave, and powers up her glove. She already delivering body shots like it's a pregnancy scare, but this last one killed any last worries. Charging the glove up to max and destroying this man's insides entirely. GG's. I don't even know what he did to make her that mad. Whatever it is, it must have pissed Jace off too though. Cause Jace cocks back his hammer, powering that bitch up all the way to max and then turning it into a cannon blaster. And you know how dudes be when they get their first gun, all Jace can see is red. He starts blasting at anything that might possibly contain a pulse. Everybody gotta die now. All of them quickly running for their lives, but they simply are not quick enough at all. They're still getting boomed, and he's absolutely lost it. Look at the look in his eyes. This nigga is crazy. Bro right here didn't stand a chance. It only appears to be one left, and he must be the Usain Bolt of the group. He's getting out of here with pure fear on his face and in his heart while Jace is spraying. And it's in this moment where Buddy is
how's he move? How's he even to escape that?
Moving like the Flash, and Jace needed to take a chill pill. Cause right here, Jace's spraying leads him into hitting an innocent little kid, getting post-nut clarity on the situation and thinking to himself, What have I become? What have I done? He came down to get Silco and ended up offing a homeless kid instead. Bro, that's fucked up. Vi comes over to Jace like,
yeah, SpongeBob, you really blew it.
No, Patrick, we blew it as a team.
No,
nope, this one's on you.
So Vi got her Hextech gloves this time, and she got in the run back versus.
See, this is what I be telling y'all. You can't just be teaming up with everybody.
To Sevika. I never seen a nigga win a fight and pull back up with upgrades. That's like Goku unlocking Ultra Instinct and pulling back up on the Ginyu Force to beat their ass again. Nigga, you won. Relax. Vi powers up her gloves to max, taking off, and Sevika starts blasting Shimmer all through her veins.
Got a rematch here.
She gonna start dancing like a fellow crackhead Chris Brown real soon. Shit got her tweaking. Sevika throws a chair, Vi shatters it, going for a right hook, getting weaved in slow motion. And she should have considered speeding back up afterwards. Because Vi swings again, a gut punch, this time literally lifting Sevika off the ground and into the shelf, spilling the Henny. Not just the Henny, the whiskey, vodka, tequila, all the abusive dads in Arcane heartbroken right now. Beating the fam while sober is crazy. Sevika gets back up and dashes in. Dash back in mad fast in a hurry to just do a whole lot of nothing. Cause she gets blocked, headbutted, but returns and they not even showing us what's happening no more. It must.
Man, I hate when cool characters with a strong ass fight scene. Well, strong characters with a cool fight scene be going out and we be doing off screen shit. Man, it's like watching fucking Blackbeard do literally anything.
Be something crazy going on in there. Somebody getting beat down. Somebody looking very invincible in there. It must have been Vi putting in work because she needed to get a drink real quick. I know it's not Gatorade because Big Bro Steph said we done with that now. She throws the cup at
is she drinking Gatorade while whooping her ass? Nah, that's crazy.
Sevika's head, who's clearly gassed. I guess we know who was winning when the camera panned away, seeing Sevika tired on the floor. Especially with Vi war screaming, picking up a table, punching it over to Sevika, then taking off to go beat her ass some more. But Vi got a little too excited right here. She doesn't exhibit patience at all here. Rushing in to almost get herself stabbed, just managing to avoid getting sliced in half. Shaking my head, she clearly ain't listened to what Optimus Prime said about self-control. He be giving great advice for her like this.
Remember, Sam, niggas be named James, and it be only one nigga.
She manages to avoid getting stabbed as Sevika cuts Patrick Star's head and starts walking down Vi. Sevika clearly always inspired by Optimus Prime with her own Energon sword, and starts whipping Vi No Slavery with sword shockwaves, spamming them shits while Vi blocks for her life. But there's no form of blocking or weaving like Floyd Mayweather to stop this ass whooping. Sevika lands the sword and starts burning Vi's arm, landing a 3-piece combo, weave, and grab Vi's arm. Which could mean she about to get beat on or hit with terrible riz.
What, you want some dick?
The former remains true as Sevika destroys Vi's glove straight through the middle, grabbing and kneeing her in the chest. That looked like that hurt bad. This got me flinching through the screen at this ass whooping.
Damn.
It doesn't get better because Vi got right hooked to the ground, needing a revive. At this point, it's looking like she down and out for the count.
Yeah,
Refing this bitch counting, while Sevika got her arm out like Muhammad Ali and Vi getting a close-up on footprints, while simultaneously catching a really beautiful nap. I'm talking about the type that got you drooling and leaves couch lines on your face.
Nah, type of sleep that you get after school when you're done after school and shit.
But this is where she starts seeing and hearing Vander.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
That nigga is no help. Where the fuck the Master Oogway type speech? She thought this was her Mufasa in the clouds moment. But it must have worked because as Sevika is maxing out on PEDs, Vi is able to pick herself all the way up. I guess what Vander said was moving, unlike the T-Rex telling the chicken to remember who he is. Dumb nigga was too confident, pulling up on KFC. All he did was restock their inventory.
He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up.
One of her gloves are cooked, so she drops it and gets ready to cook with one.
Oh, damn.
But that's okay. Sasuke's still out here catching W's, and Hansel and Manuel is giving dudes 30. Vi got no excuse. Powering up her gloves to the max, Sevika got her lightsaber ready, and they charge into each other, colliding so hard it causes a power outage to the entire area of Zaun. gave these people a natural disaster the way the entire place is black. Vi thinks she hilarious, asking Savika, where you go? She better watch out. I've called niggas racist for less. White man in flip-flops, I've seen enough. They start clashing in the darkness, red and blue contrasting like left and right, up and down, James Harden and healthiness. And this is when Savika goes for the home run play as she runs across the chairs and tables, jumping up in the air with the 50-inch vertical to end Vi. Posed up in this bitch looking like Mike Jordan with the defender cowering in fear. And Vi just instinctively blocks, creating a giant protective orb around herself by accident. If Savika's Michael Jordan dunking, which makes sense, both drug addicts, then Vi is Shaquille O'Neal blocking shit. Vi releases the energy from the orb, sending Savika flying up in the air, and then grabs onto Savika by the arm. Not so fast. You're not going anywhere. I'm gonna bring you back down to earth. So I can rip your arm off, uppercut, grab you by the leg, and throw you across the bar into the jukebox machine. Shaking my head. First the liquor, now this? Just fucking it up for everybody. Look at her, looking silly. So Savika must have been sick of getting spanked by Vi, and now she's out here beefing with Smeech, the rat, cat.
I saw this nigga in the subway one day. Nah, I saw this nigga in the subway one day, bro. It's the type of rat I saw in my fucking, I saw this shit on the fucking train one day, bro. I know, like, it kind of looked like it too.
Bad, I don't know what the fuck he is. All I can say for sure is that he's very...
Wait, he's not rat? Matter of fact, nah. He kind of looks like a fucked up version of that one guy from the Madagascar. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But he kind of looks like it though. He looks like a cracked out version of him.
Chopped. Savika starts letting her gun sing and Smeech is blocking it, not giving a damn about it almost hitting his teammates. Friendly fire is turned on. Really knocked my son's hat off his head, out here dirty macking. Look at his face, he wasn't expecting all that, bro. He hasn't gotten a haircut in weeks. Smeech's other teammate wasn't safe either though, wanted to start snickering. Nigga, I know you not laughing.
Oh, damn.
Smeech nearly offed his comrades and has zero sympathy in his heart about it. Didn't even ask if they okay, just out here laughing his ass off. He should have just taken a page out of Raphael's book and been honest with them that he don't fuck with them.
Everybody hates me!
No, little dude, honest.
Hold on, I hate him.
Seeing Savika possibly in trouble, JINX slides over, grabbing and throwing the new arm she built for Savika. Ever since the Vi fight where she got her shit ripped off, Shorty been rocking the future Gohan. Savika said, say less, grabbing the arm with the quickness, while JINX flicks down one of Smeech's associates who was trying to run in. Dying for a nigga who don't care about you. Shaking my head. I've seen groupies with more self-respect. Savika attacked.
It's a damn shame.
Catches and unveils her new arm. She pulled that bitch off in slow motion, or farming harder than Zuko. I don't think she anticipated it being this wild ass thing though. Her arm damn near growling at her and is shooting flames out of it.
What the fuck are y'all out here doing, bro? Where y'all even got? Where do we even start with making something
I don't know
like
what
that?
else she expected. The mechanic is a fucking lunatic.
I got confused, that's all. Now he thinks I'm weak.
I told you that bitch crazy.
Yeah, that bitch crazy.
Savika can't believe it.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. Like, look up. Yeah, there's gotta be something wrong with her. There's gotta be something wrong with her.
This is like, my bad. Immediately starts weaving, but steps on food, slipping into a wall. This random cartoony ass banana peel moment, but it got her on the back foot. Luckily managing to weave the hits, getting backed into the alleyway. No Wayne family. But he forgot to consider that
She's got health.
because a bomb gets thrown at his head that he's able to knock away, but the thing is that it wasn't an actual grenade. This was all a distraction, an illusion, because once the dust settles, he realizes that it's only paint, but it's too late for him. He got the Abraham Lincoln treatment. Long live AB. Missed your call. It was supposed to be me, twin. Embarrassingly, he got caught out by a kid. I'm crying. I know he watching the kill cam pissed right now. At least the other niggas he's sitting with in hell got dropped off by extraordinary children. This little girl regular, they emoting smirking on your body too. I'd be sick right now. And I guess this is when reality hits for Smeech that all his homies are dead, and if he don't lock in, he's next. I'm letting him know this right now. There's mad hungry niggas in Zon, and we may not know what animal you are, but you could still get eaten. So
we gonna cook that little nigga up. We gonna little seasonal, little shit, you know what I mean?
He locks in and charges towards Savika as she blocks his whisk, trying to cook literally, but she's a nation. Smeech couldn't care less about any of that though. At the end of the day, Savika's not UI Goku. He goes for the kill, ultimately missing again, and she is sweating bullets, already been dropped off twice at this point. Another loss and it's to a squirrel or some shit? Her street cred would never recover. So JINX helps her, telling her to use her mystery box ass arm. Got her casino gambling if she finna die or not. Not ideal, but I guess it's better than no arm, right? And listen, I go crazy at some slots, but what the fuck does this mean? Not a single one of those bitches match, but yet it still results in her getting a weapon, nearly taking Smeech's head off with the attack.
What the
and
hell?
As if this new arm of hers couldn't be any more ridiculous than it already is. It got speakers, and that shit playing a banger. JINX telling her to just vibe, twin. And I agree. Matter of fact, every superhero weapon needs this. If in the next movie Captain America's shield doesn't have some way of playing future, then I don't want it. She goes again on her arm slot machine, getting a mushroom, shuriken, and an elbow. What does all of
like how do you even come up with shit like this? Like, what's even the thought process of all that?
I have no clue, but as you might guess, it was no good. Cause Smeech goes to block, but nothing happens. So he said, "Oh, say less," kicking.
Why make some shit that don't even fucking work? Like, what's the point of the slot machine if the slot ain't, if you get the wrong slot, it's just not gonna work? Like, what's even the point then? Like, what's even the point of you making it?
Savika as she's able to block. He got some bullshit on her first go around, so Savika goes again, hoping for ray gun. While still blocking, she pulls the lever, and this time she gets blessed. Yes, sir, Savika. We rich now. Let's go.
We? I got that right. Alright.
FABULOUS every day like hello moto.
Are you guys ready? It's going down for real. Give me more.
You come for me, don't miss.
Savika's able to push Smeech off of her and instantly punching bags him in the face, and oh no.
On. Sorry, chat. I had to check them real quick. My bad. Damn, it's hot shit, man. Yeah, chat. This hot. This heat beating my shit right now, bro. Fuck. Alright. Alright, I think I can finish. I can finish. Okay. Alright, go.
Now I see why Smeech always had that hat on 24/7. This Remy Bucks a plenty ass haircut ain't it? And it got Smeech tight that he's been exposed, so he instantly charges back in and gets his arm ripped off instantly. And before my guy Smeech could even do something to fight back, Savika readies her Superman punch, landing a mean right hook on Smeech's jaw, knocking him backwards. All he could see is a bunch of stars all around him, and now bro trying to beg for his life, of course.
No, please, have mercy!
Once he realized that those puppy dog eyes weren't gonna work, you ugly nigga, he now understands he has to fight, going back in as Savika hits the slots, getting shurikens, shooting him off but missing him. Smeech doesn't realize though that he just walked himself into a trap. He should have dipped. He lands, she spins and gets a flamethrower, cooking him from head to toe. I tried to warn bro, niggas starving down here. You just gave half of them lunch. She not done though, spinning again, getting smoked this time, putting it all around Smeech. He tries transforming his arm into a fan to get rid of all the smoke, but it's too thick. So Savika sneaks through, hitting a mean left uppercut.
Damn.
He angrily charges back in, getting his arm grabbed and gnawed on.
Oh my
Savika's
God.
arm turning Smeech into a chew toy, and things are only gonna go from bad to worse. Losing his arm, head looking crazy, and she tells him she about to spin again. Bro terrified.
Oh, what the hell?
He been getting dropped off very badly, and she ain't even hit the jackpot yet. She
Wait, what
spins
is the
again,
jackpot?
and everyone can only watch in anticipation as it all lines up together. Jackpot.
Wait, what happens? What's gonna happen now?
Here we go.
Wait, what's the jackpot?
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back!
Poor Smeech, man. She did him so crazy they couldn't even show it to us, bro. All we see is her covered in his blood and her shooting off fireworks to celebrate.
Damn, damn, shit. The fucking arm got a whole victory emote now, bro. What the hell?
So it's at this point where we finally get the JINX versus Vi showdown we all been waiting for.
Okay.
Showrunner's been pump faking this fight between these two for too long. Speaking of which, when the fuck Black Adam and Superman gonna fight? Vi thinks she's Steve Rogers picking up the shield to block JINX's machine gun from turning her into SpongeBob SquarePants. But she can't just sit here and take this pressure forever, so Vi punches the shield to make JINX stop.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Vi got this punch cocked back like she trying to kill a nigga. What happened to sisters forever? Luckily, JINX blocks with her gun and then starts spraying, but Vi says...
Are these two sisters? Oh, wait, are these two sisters? Man, I gotta watch this shit, bro. I gotta watch this shit, bro.
But instead of just taking it like an older sibling may do to their younger sibling, Vi decides to grab and rip the fucking gun in half instead. JINX can't believe what she's seeing right now. Vi out here breaking her sister's toys, and JINX not going for it though. Time to tattle. Vi can't get grounded, but before she can stop JINX, the magic in her glove starts causing her to tweak out. Luckily for Vi, she brought a teammate in Caitlyn, but unluckily, so did JINX and Savika. And Savika got Caitlyn pressed up, getting bitten, telling her I like that shit. But surely everyone here is overreacting. Y'all sisters, y'all not finna kill each other. Be serious.
Is that a shark?
This bitch got a bazooka. Whatever.
A bazooka? With a shark in it?
Happened to normal sibling beefing, a couple poopy heads, and that's why you adopteds, and then y'all homies again. Nowadays, motherfuckers up in shark rocket launchers at each other. Look at Vi's face.
Is this nigga serious?
I haven't seen this level of wanting family dead since the nigga from Crudes.
Mom, we're ready to leave. Mom? Still alive.
She pulls the trigger, trying to turn Vi into smithereens, but luckily she's able to get out the way just in time. But just because she dodged it doesn't mean the rocket just suddenly disappears. That shit hit next to the others fighting, and Vi's like, oh nah, this bitch is nuts, while sprinting away. But whatever crazy Vi thought, JINX is crazier, cause Vi escapes the rocket launcher only to run into a trap of a bunch of bombs. She came here with these fat ass Knuckles gloves thinking they was gonna box. Nah, the bombs go off and we just see Vi's body skip across the screen. I've seen enough. Vi, you just gotta try to talk it out. Remind her of how Zahn used to be.
This place used to be full of hoes and bitches and money. And the lemurs with weed.
Simpler times.
JINX so happy to kill Vi, she out here styling on her, but the magic in the rocket launcher starts tweaking as she crashes. And it's in this moment where Vi sees her little sister again and can't help but be a good big sister and not pull an Andrew Garfield, but gets punched on for it. While Savika and Caitlyn race for the gun, they clearly never heard of the saying, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. JINX has though. No need to chase, she keep that thing on her, while Caitlyn grabs her, aiming for Savika, who I guess has developed superpowers or some shit. Cause how the hell did she end up behind her while JINX decks Vi? 5 seconds ago, she was clearly on this side of the gun, losing a foot race to a white girl as a minority. That's shameful, I nearly threw up, my nigga. While in top mount, JINX has officially lost it, going to shoot Vi missing and getting thrown into the wall. I know she hit her head right there. JINX's brain's gonna be even more scrambled than they already are. And I was right, she out here war signaling like a gorilla ready to fight. Violet not scared though. She said, I don't need 100 men to beat this. Going in for a disgusting right while JINX goes in for a left, giving me a potential thumbnail right there. But it's alright, cause I'm about to get 10 more different options from this masterpiece. JINX jumping up in the air and kneeing Vi right into the chin, getting blocked, leave, and getting gut punched. Giving her that Larry the Lobster treatment. I don't know how the fuck this was supposed to save the nigga. Despite that, they were sisters once though. And we see Jinx drawing of them getting shattered like their relationship is a visual representation.
Yeah, why they even beefing for?
The Arcane writers are so elite. They up
Wait,
there
why
with
are they
the
beefing?
2026 script writers. 10-year anniversary of 2016, they gifted us with a banger. Savika is laid out, but Caitlyn gets back up while the two are still fighting, meaning that now Jinx is in a 2v1 situation, got her hitting the Colin Sexton on 2 shooters. Caitlyn pulls up, seeing Vi get her punch weaved, knee kick, and pushing Jinx off of her. Caitlyn watching this, knowing that Vi can't handle the ISO, but still gives her a chance. Seeing Jinx put them paws on her and decides, I've seen enough, shooting her middle finger clean off her hand.
Damn!
Shit crazy. Siblings can't even duke it out in peace anymore. I was Batista bombing my sister every day. Now because others can't mind their business, she's an amputee. But that doesn't make no difference to Violet. Sister, amputee, crippled, chopped, it makes no difference. Anyone could still get it. Because she still tackles Jinx to the ground, eats her weak ass punches, but ultimately don't got the heart to do it. That's her baby sis.
Wait, Violet?
The door busts down and the guards are shook as a giant figure just slices them down in this.
Wait, what's happening now?
Dudes be too dedicated to their job. Bro, that could have been Reverse Flash, Shadow, a nigga who just got told he the father. It's time for y'all to go. But of course they get back up because the random NPC soldiers are always the guinea pig. You need them to show how strong the motherfuckers that the main characters are about to get fucked on by. Lambs to the slaughter. The soldiers are cooked and we see the creature's first person point of view as he's slicing their asses up.
Wait,
man, rest in peace to the background niggas. Y'all still not getting no gravestones or coffins though. Salute. Jinx decided to help her using her Hextech powered pistol, shooting it off at the creature, and all she did was anger it some more. She just shot him with the most powerful shit in the show and he shrugged it off.
Is this like a Bane type guy? Because like I can see like the things on his back. Is this like a Bane type guy?
Jinx foolishly just put a spotlight on herself now. Should have just let bro feast and get out while you could. Now instead he knocking all the soldiers out the way while Savika carries the jit Isha out of here, leaving Jinx to fight. Listen, I respect the bravery, but man, this is a death trap. She reloading that bitch like she didn't just watch it tickle this thing the first time. Look at him. Niggas be like, nah, he don't bite. But she asks for this ISO, and it's what she's going to receive. The werewolf or whatever starts roaring, charging in while she ups the blicky, but he straight eats that. That's baby food. I'm talking Gerber, apple, banana, strawberry. She gotta do better than this. She keeps blasting as it tickles her, while Savika and Isha hide, managing to leap off one foot and get into a headshot
what
position.
The hell is that?
Show really out here just ore farming thumbnails for me. I love it. Other movies don't be giving it to me this easy. Transformers be having me like, I guess this could do. Savika takes the opportunity to dip while the monster is slashing at Jinx. She made a promise to keep Isha safe. I know Savika was happy as hell when Jinx said get Isha and go. Probably had to pretend though. I was really trying to help you beat this thing, but as you wish. But the way Jinx moving like the Flash right now, Isha, you might need to relax. Help the bear! Or actually, Isha, maybe you should start panicking because Jinx once again shoots but ends up just having to dip. This thing is thousands of pounds moving at the speed of light, just an anomaly like the unincredible Hulk. And as the door closes, leaving Jinx in there, all Isha could do is watch. Jinx really did take her in, watched Isha catch her first body. You know, just typical cute mommy-daughter shit. But now Jinx...
Wait, she got a daughter. Is that technically her daughter? Yeah, I gotta watch this. Yeah, I got so many questions now. Yeah, I definitely gotta watch this.
Is alone, and all she could do is dodge its attacks, tapping into her ultra instinct. Eventually able to turn around, landing a shot stunning him. But as we could all probably imagine, that really didn't do much. He still keeps going after her, but she's able to slide under its legs, turns around, and shoots him in the chest. She's putting up more of a fight than 100 all-trained Piltover soldiers did with armor and guns. Like, bro, Savika makes it outside and...
Bodies!
That boy was out there feasting, got a full stomach.
Did Jinx even like damage him for real? Did Jinx even damage the
pick up side characters, but still hungry, fat ass. That greediness gonna get him in trouble. She's got a bomb, weaving. But we know those bitches only be filled with paint for real. That's why Isha's crying. She knows she's cooked. There's just no way she's able to beat this thing. He's got a full health bar. We see Savika leaving as Jinx gets smacked to the ground, bomb knocked out her hand. I don't know what other plans she could cook up. I know hopefully it's not Aisha Curry's. That shit is dirt. Jinx wakes up to see immediate death, managing to weave and has no choice but to back up and just crawl away. Nobody's coming to save her. She's exhausted, but at least Isha got away safely. While she's getting walked down, she gives one last ditch effort, but he is on that. This fight is over. And if you watch the show, you know what happened. Did she die? Did she escape? I don't know. Watch the show. It's peak.
Wait.
Harbor Freight, we're committed
wait. You're not gonna tell me?
tools are expertly engineered and built to last.
Damn, you're just not gonna tell me. Alright, fine. I guess I just gotta go watch it. But hey, yo, Blank Boy, yo, W vid, man, yo, that was a good video, bro. That was a good one.